All right. Hang on, I gotta mute. I got my TV on. I gotta mute it.
He said
All
he was
right.
ready.
Welcome. We are here to chat about the U.S. 24-hour team, then maybe a little bit about Big. So 24-hour, we were just trying to figure out where we were in the race. Trying to figure out what time we're at in this race. We know what time it is over there, right? It's currently 2:30 in the morning over there, but we're thinking we're not quite sure what time the race started.
It started at 4 a.m. our time.
What is it?
It started at 4 a.m. our time.
It started at 4 a.m. our time, so
Yes.
we're looking so about 7.5 hours left in this race. So there's not really any live coverage. We got they do have a camera over there that you can kind of watch. We have it kind of right there. You can kind of see the runners going by. That's kind of it. Wonder if that guy's bringing in ice because they were having trouble with ice over there from what we heard. And then there's live tracking. So we've been watching the live tracking here. You watch. This is the individual runners. We got the team where this is the men. Is this the men? Yeah, I think this is the men right here.
Yeah, and it shows the 3 athletes listed. Those are the top 3 athletes because those are the only scores that count. So
yeah, so right now for USA sitting in 17th place, and we got Matt Urbanski, Scott Traer, and Chad Lassiter are the three scoring members right now. On female side, the females are in 4th place, and we have Marissa Lysak, Janelle Stark, and Allison Allen scoring for us. And I believe we have another U.S. runner that's right behind them. I believe it's the young runner on our team. So Marissa Lysak, she's 175. She's probably at about 108 miles. So what are we thinking at about 16 and a half hours? So that's pretty good 100 mile race for her. 100 mile time. And then Janelle Stark, 169. She's at 105 miles. And Allison Allen at 160. That she's probably around the 100 mile mark. There. So, on the men's side, it looks like we have France leading. They have someone at the 199K, 187K, 184K. So they're kind of kicking butt. So, with Great Britain right behind Poland and
30K above the 2nd place. So they've got a pretty good lead.
Yeah. So I don't know what this comma.
They don't use decimals.
Okay.
So that's, yeah.
I figured when they're talking, it was 571K. So here's my little cheat sheet.
We're gonna
571K to miles. So they're at 354 team miles.
Yes, we're gonna broaden Jeff's cultural knowledge today.
We were trying to figure out. Well, you were the same boat when we were trying to figure out the.
When we looked at the.
On this day, we were trying to figure out this, and that was the time of day.
Yeah, they're showing the time of day, not the total hours in the race, which, different folks, different strokes.
So the lead runner's 134-ish miles, so he's cruising along pretty well, and that's the guy out of Ukraine, and then going down from there. I think there's 30. We can look at 35 per page, and so 2nd page you'll go down, and we have. That's where we have Matt. Matt's been holding pretty well, right around that 35 to 42 position all day long. So he's been out in front. looked like right off the start, Matt led and looked like the American team was running together with Scott Traer and Cole Crosby and Chad Lassiter, and I think Don was in there too. And then Pete was back. I don't know if we've heard anything on Pete.
No. Yeah, communicate. I know everybody's there busy. I'm sure if they're not running good, they usually stay and help the team too and help the crews that are working nonstop. And unfortunately, we'd like to know more about the European and the international runners. Without our handy dandy ultra sign up for everybody, the research takes a little more work.
Yep. So yeah, you still got Janelle Starks running a really good race in 62nd place overall. And how are we looking on the rest of the team coming in? Scott Traer. I think at one point Scott was all the way up in the 50s, and he's dropped back a little bit to 72nd. Chad Lassiter, he's at 81st, and I think Chad's been moving up pretty much all day. So it'll be fun to watch over the next couple hours to see what Chad does and see what he moves up. So he was our lead scorer in 2023. I think also falling down to then you got Stella, who was our alternate. She's down at 165K. Allison Allen. Stella, I'm curious. Stella should be scoring now for the U.S. team, because it looks like she is about 42 seconds ahead of Allison Allen. So she may be the new scorer for the team. So she's sitting right at 100th. Keep rolling down a little bit. Who else do we have in the USA team? This is also kind of difficult. Like, you don't recognize a lot of these names on here. Kaylee Frederick, I believe she's our young runner. I'm sorry, we get a text about Jordan Eggman, who's doing the double, and he's about a half a marathon done. Half a marathon left in his 400-mile journey. So Kaylee Frederick, so she's sitting right there at 162K.
Yeah, Kaylee. That's the Kaylee Frederick from Badwater?
I believe she did run Badwater.
She's 20 years old. She ran Badwater, youngest woman to finish, youngest person at 18 years old, and she ran it again at 19.
Is she a Mount to Coast runner?
This is just from Ultra Sign Up, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Jenny Hoffman is 150th place overall at 157K. What's 157K? Probably right around 157K to miles. We're going to be doing this all day. She's at 97.
We need like a table we could just scroll down,
oh my gosh.
down and over.
I'm writing this all down, so when I have to look later, we can pull these up.
If anyone's interested, there's a DUV site. It's an international ultra running site where everybody's records and stuff are on. American records as well, American runners as well, but it's got everything on everybody. It's pretty impressive if you look up the two men who are leading the Chachuk, I'm guessing, from the Ukraine. His personal best for the 24-hour is 183 miles. And the second place, Tomas Bodis out of Hungary, his personal best is 171 in the 24-hour. So those are some good numbers. And we've got our men. Scott Traer was our top man. He qualified with 161. And Chad was second with 155. I don't know what their personal best, or if that is their personal best, or if they qualify more. I know Pete has hit. I think his was 162 back 100 years
Yeah,
when he first qualified.
I think Scott hit his. So Scott didn't do well. He was sick at the last championship and then turned around and did Desert Solstice. It was right afterwards, and that's where he hit his qualifying mark. There, Don is in 177th position. And even though they're down there far, like they're still these are still fast 100
They're
miles.
still putting up good times. And
They're pretty
I mean, it's definitely nothing to. They're not doing bad at all, but I mean,
Yeah.
some of the athletes in the interviews that we did allude to the fact that the international runners, there is a lot of talent out there.
Yeah.
And it just gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah. Cole Crosby's at 148K, 208th position. We're gonna keep going down. I'm trying to think who we've missed from the team so far. I think I'm trying to see who else. Check. Yeah, I think there's one or two females we haven't seen come across yet, and then 300. I'm curious if Pete is now crewing, just because we haven't seen.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here's Pete. Pete's down at 124K. He rolled over. Well, it seems like he's at 236. So that's interesting. So Pete's times 236, and so he just rolled through 16 minutes ago. So he did push out another lap. So he's still on course. Cole's last time he rolled through was at 119. So it's been a while since he hit a newer lap. Lauren Jones may be down because it's been since 11 o'clock their time since she's clicked over a lap. So Lauren may be out of the race. I think I got one more page.
We need some more filters. We can't filter by country. We can filter by age.
That's interesting that Camille Herron is still on there.
So do we want to go over that? Do we need to update anybody?
Yeah, I just read her thing.
Yeah, I read that yesterday.
Yeah. So we did have one viewer, and they're gone. We weren't interesting. All right, maybe as we keep talking, we might get some more. So
we have some special guests coming, so stay tuned, folks.
Yeah. So these guys are still rolling right here. That's good to know. This guy may be out, number 27 out of Greece, because he hasn't clicked over since 102. That's good to know. I figured as we go through these numbers, we'll interpret the numbers a little bit better. And this guy, he hasn't clicked off anything since 129, but he was at 100. He's at 183K, so he moved pretty fast. How we hit our Americans? How close? So Matt crossed over about 4 minutes. Matt did a lap, finished a lap 4 minutes. Looks like Marissa just moved ahead of him, so she's about 2 minutes ahead of Matt. So she just moved ahead of him, and she is now our lead American on the team.
And
the female
Marissa's
side.
got a ton of experience here, and
Yeah.
Desert Solstice. I mean, this is what she does. This is what she's known for.
So we're watching on the female side. So the Americans, the female, the U.S. team is in fourth place, and it looks like they're a 6K out of third, 9K out of second, and then 27K out of first with Great Britain. So.
Yeah, a lot can happen in the next few hours.
Yeah. So, and it's still showing Allison Allen as the scorer. I wonder if I need to update that. Maybe I haven't updated it. So let's go back and look. Yes, so I didn't update it. So so now it shows Stella. She's now scoring for the US team. So
we all know Stella is the alternate that replaced Camille Herron.
Yes. So
we're so glad she got to run. So glad we got to run with 6 females instead of 5, so they can all get out there and do their thing.
If you're joining us, welcome. Hang on, I got someone calling me. You're live on the air.
I'm live on the air.
I told you what.
With 3 people watching.
There's 2 people watching, Justin. So.
One's you and one's me.
Oh, are you the other one? Justin's our other viewer.
I'm kidding.
No, it's not Justin. So.
I can get on.
Yeah. So it's. I never sent you the link. You want to get on and chat from the watch it, or do you want to jump on and talk with us?
Whatever you want me to do.
No, I don't care. So
whatever's easiest for you, or easiest for me, or easiest for both of us.
I'll send you the link now.
While they're chatting, if anyone wants to check out the guy who's leading right now, Andre from the Ukraine, there's a really good article about him in Runner's World magazine that was written in 2024. So Andre's been an ultra runner for a while, but with the war that happened over there, he actually had to go into battle. So he talks about that, and there's even some stuff about how ultra running came into play there, when he had to trek across, long distances and little food and suffering. It's a really good article. So I'm sure he's excited just to be able to be back in the sport.
Yeah. So.
And he was also just at the mountain world champions. He ran the long trail as well. So.
Hey, do we know what color I know what color the warm-ups are. I know they're wearing blue warm-ups.
They have blue shirts as well. Yeah.
These aren't. Which one? I see red shirts. I see blue shirts.
That USA shirt that Pete's wearing, he had that at the start line. So I don't know if they're all covered up now anyways. I guess they.
Yeah, I'm curious what the temps are over there. I'm watching this, but I haven't noticed any, what the Americans. Here's a blue shirt and a red shirt.
The US 24-hour Facebook page shared some stuff too.
I guess that's right.
It was 53 degrees right now. It had gotten up to, I think they said 78.
Yeah, it's showing the coaches. I don't see. I'm trying to look through pictures just to see what color.
I thought they had. There's a.
You think it's the blue shirt here?
Yeah. Yeah, they got their boots on.
Okay, so Team USA is in the blue. So these are pictures.
They're wearing the lighter colors, I think, or do they have the option?
I don't know. So it looks like Lauren Jones is in the blue.
Yeah, they got the option for the blue or the dark blue. That's newlyweds.
Is that Pete?
Yeah, Pete and his new wife.
There's Chad. This must be Matt Ubrinsky.
Bob Hearn with the blue hair.
Now it looks like Kaylee is wearing the red stripes. So.
Well, with the track and field athletes, they get multiple.
Do they?
Uniforms? Yeah, for the that was one of the big things during the Olympics. They shared that very risque looking track and field uniform, and then the athletes actually came out and said, we don't have to wear that. Probably nobody will be wearing that, but
All right, so it looks like most of the Team USA is wearing the blues.
That's Ali.
And then the women, it looks like the women are on multiple different.
There's Don
different
Reichert.
color. Yeah, that looks like Don. Yeah, and this has to be Kaylee, right? Yep, this is Kaylee. All the comments are saying go Kaylee. So Kaylee went with that jersey. I'm curious what the course is, because they're on a track here, but they're not on a track the whole time.
Comes in, they go around or come out the other side.
Let's see. Oh, Justin, did you want to enter? Justin, have you been there a long time? Sorry. I'm just looking at the. We're going through the pictures, looking. So, all right. Who else is in the chat? If you're cheering someone on, your favorite runner, what's going on? We'd love to chat. What your thoughts are on the race so far? What you think could happen? What you hope to happen? We've just been going over the numbers. I got to remember every time I go, I got to update because it doesn't automatically update. So the lead runners are over 222K. And we're still moving along. So they're 248. The lead runner's still moving pretty well.
And we know it's a mixed course. Trying to navigate an international website is not easy for us dumb Americans.
No, I wish they had more kind of coverage on it. U.S. men, they're sitting around 17th place. So getting to the top 10, they're about 22K out of that. So you got Matt scoring, Chad scoring, and Scott Traer. So it looks like Chad Lasser just bumped up ahead of Scott Traer. And I foresee Chad's pretty steady. So I foresee Chad keep moving up. So that'll be good. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what these numbers here mean. N degree 217.
I don't know. Is that their bib number? No.
It could be. It could be. So female side.
Again, see if any of it matches up.
Yeah.
And other bib numbers. It looks like most of them have 3 bib numbers.
Yeah. All right, so we're still watching Team USA. We're about 6K out of third place. So I got Marissa's running well, Janelle, and Allison bumped up back in. So Allison and who are we saying? Stella must be going back and forth on that course. So we're trying to find them as they go by, Justin. So I think they're all wearing different color uniforms. So,
red or blue?
Yeah, that looked like. Is that American? No, I can't tell. You guys are looking at the small screen. I'm actually looking.
Oh, no,
I got my computer screen right now. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, because that's their bib numbers. So.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That's okay. I come in here with the common sense every once in a while.
All right, we got Pat Hasler is entering the stage.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How you
Hi.
doing, Pat? I figure you've been following along all day.
Yeah, I've been tracking as much as I can with a busy day here.
Who's coming in now?
Pat Hasler. So,
but yeah,
what's your thoughts so far?
yeah, I've been taking a look at all the data here. I like how they've got everything set up here.
Yeah, we're finally figuring out how to interpret everything. I figured the more we look at it, the more we're interpreting. So we've been following. Looks like the women are running really well. So it looks like they're in fourth, about 6K out of third. And it looks like Marissa Lysak is steadily moving up, which is good. We're still trying to figure out on also Janelle Stark's running well, but we're trying to figure out. I think the third scorer they're running together. Who do we say that was? That was Allison Allen and Stella, because they keep going back and forth on the scoring. So I'm figuring they have to be on the same loop going out.
Pat, did you want to introduce yourself in case anybody doesn't know who you are?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I've been in the 24-hour game here for a couple years now. Had a couple near misses with making the team here, so it's definitely interesting to kind of see what the true world experience here is like. But yeah, got PR of 151 miles and change. I was the second on the it was not good. It's been working this year. Definitely tough to not be over there and be part of it, but yeah, been fun to track along here. On the men's side, Matt's been having a great race. Not sure. News on the Matt's back. I qualified a handful of months ago. Well, with a very simple, took off like a rocket at that race too. I think both races split 100 miles in about 14 hours. Absolutely fine. But looked like not very well. God, Chad still moving well. Definitely hope it is. And women's side, she's big former. He had the auto qualifier from the national championships, but was maybe a lower on that. He's been super impressive all day. Marissa, super impressive. She my butt at a couple races, though. To me, I had I said it wouldn't be surprised if Marissa top the former overall. Yeah, women run good as well. Ella and Allie working together. It's only they push each other, and but yeah, I'm not gonna stay up all night to watch it, but
yeah, it makes for a late night.
I don't know. It depends how exciting this gets to see how late I stay up and and watch it. So it should be interesting to see. So,
Yeah, I was at the Raven when you qualified, so everybody knows. Even though he's not there, he did qualify. So that was you kind of laid it down in the last couple laps to get your 151. That was impressive. I was there crewing Meg for a little bit, or not Meg, Mandy Holmes, and until she, and then Victoria Brown.
That was a surreal.
It's breaking up just a little bit.
How about now? Is that any better?
Yeah, it's better.
Is Victoria out there running? I didn't see her. I haven't seen her. I haven't been looking for her, but is she out there?
She should be. I didn't look for her either, and she hasn't mentioned. I I forgot about it until this moment. I'm paying attention to Team USA.
I forgot all about her.
Go ahead, Pat.
Saying Victoria, she for sure on the Team Canada, right?
Yeah, Team Canada.
Yeah, she should. Is she Team Canada or she?
She's Team Canada. That's what she was going in to represent. She was the top qualifier for Team Canada.
Yeah. Looks like Matt jumped ahead of Marissa a little bit. He's still holding strong. You mentioned him earlier. You think he seemed like he went off pretty fast off the start. So that was good. All right, we got one more guy entering. Mike Melton. You know Mike Melton?
Oh, that's familiar.
What's going on, Mike?
What do we got?
Hey, how's it going? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got you for 40 minutes.
Oh no, not quite that long.
Yeah, I saw something. What are they doing? Like 30?
We have to start. We have to start preparing for rain, and you guys are going to cut into my sleep time if we go too long.
We don't want that.
It's clear that I need my beauty sleep. It's really clear.
You get to sleep in the nice fancy bedroom too, don't you?
I absolutely do. Air conditioning, climate control, a bathroom that has a toilet that flushes. It's the best.
I mean, you're working on your TED Talk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to bug out of Azalea and hit the Love's gas station on the way down and get a Love's truck stop, get a shower, and put clean clothes on to get to Vero in time to do the TED Talk. I told Straczynski to not put me in the first group to give me a little cushion.
So Mike is out at Big's Backyard Ultra, so he's out there timing. So you're coming live from Big's.
I am standing behind the timing tent in front of my van. Yes.
Yeah. So what kind of weather do you have coming in?
It's been a beautiful day today, but there's a line of storms coming out across the Mississippi. So it looks like it's a pretty hard line of thunderstorms, and of course behind it will be a front of cooler weather, so that will help. And we were thinking that the storms would come in tomorrow on Sunday, but that would be on the trail, and it might be a little bit harder for them to negotiate. So if the rain hits tonight when they're on the road, it sucks, but it'll be less of an issue. We think it'd be less of an issue than if it showed up during the trail loops. So we'll see.
Yeah. What have you been following the 24-hour race at all?
Yes, of course we have. I mean, we wouldn't be timing monkeys if we didn't do that. Bad Mike Dobies has been involved in some of the statistical stuff. Daniel Westergren has done an incredibly good job of putting together what looks to me to be a really nice site to follow the results. It's almost embarrassing that the IAU couldn't figure out how to do that on their own.
Is there a better site we should be going to?
Yeah.
There's a link somewhere on the 24-hour page, and you can tell it's Westergren's site. That looks like it. No, it may not be. Westergren's site has a pretty good array of stuff, and there's a bunch of different tables and graphs and ways to display the results. So I'll see if we can't put a link up. I'll try and get the link to you guys, and you guys can
Okay.
put it up in your on your page. So
Okay. I've been following this one. I've been following this one all day.
there may be a better link than that. So
Okay.
I found Victoria Brown.
oh, good.
She is there, 190 overall, I believe. Yeah,
Okay.
190 overall, 154 kilometers.
Okay,
And she will tell you that the 24-hour is not her strong point.
that's correct. She's really a multi-day specialist.
Right. Not that I would mind hitting 154 kilometers.
Well,
Yeah.
well, it's really kind of interesting because here, you know, in a normal backyard, by the 12th or 13th hour, 20 or 30 or 40% of the field is gone, and we started 72 runners and we have 71 runners left. So
Yeah, what happened? Someone lost like the 7th hour, wasn't it?
yeah, it was Ron Wireman. He's an American out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and he came in when he checked in yesterday. He said that he had an injury and his training had not been up to par. So he was heartbroken to end up, you know, having his race end as early as it was, but it sort of was not a total surprise. So
Okay.
we did have
Happened. He just
we
did what
we
he
did
could
have
do.
one little controversy for a moment there on the second road loop, where one of the Japanese runners did not have either his bib or his shoe tag on because he did a complete outfit change, and he started to try and come back to get it, and we all yelled, no, keep going, and finally he did go out, and so he did finish the loop without any further controversy, and we have him all garbed up again properly.
That happened last year, right? When someone tried to come
That
back.
did happen last year. It was Heinrich Borey, it was 2 years ago, and it happened here, and it was the German Heinrich Borey who is here running, and he's doing really well. So that 2 years ago, that really still haunts me. It was just a tragic situation because he was doing well, and it was like 74 hours into the race. So it was a shame.
Yeah. Sure.
All right.
So
I do have Pat sent me this other site.
So the last time I looked, the U.S. women were in third place, heading for a possible podium. So
We're in
the
fourth
men
right
were
now.
okay. The men were down at like 12th or 15th place.
Yeah,
They're at 17.
Okay. I did feel badly because it looked like Pete Kostelnik was not having a good race, and I was there in May when Pete qualified at the Dawn to Dust to Dawn race, and Pete's a super nice guy, and I was really happy that he had a strong performance there, and I know he was looking forward to going to Albi
really
and doing
excited
well.
for this.
Yeah, I thought he was looking forward and hoping he'd do really well. So it's sort of a heartbreaker for me to see him, not performing to what I think he's capable of at times. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he was looking to avenge his championship numbers from 10 years ago.
Sure.
I followed him on Strava, and he's put up. Feel for him too. Well, first one, he technically booted me off the team with his qualifying number, but very unprompted message, very well thought out, kind message. Like, hey, at some point, but like, I think, shoot, this is one of the more well-known ultra runners in the country.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Pat has been on the bubble. You've been so close, and I know that at some point in time the work will pay off, and you'll make the team.
That's cool.
That's what I always say. I say Pat's always the hardest worker in the 24-hour sphere of runners. So,
I feel for Pete too, but I got a lot of respect. He's still out there grinding loops. So.
He is absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that the women's team figured out a way to get Stella Springer as a scoring team member.
Yeah, and she's one of our top 3 right now.
Yes, yeah.
That's
she's
pretty awesome.
she's a super person. She and I know Kaylee Frederick is also running in the open race, so it's really good that she gets the experience at the international level, because she's a young woman with a lot of potential years ahead of her. So she might end up, leveraging this into bigger and better things.
So can you explain that? So what is
The open.
Yeah, the open versus the
So if you
top 6.
If you are one of the 6 members of the team, you are in the team scoring race. But it's possible that they do have other people running than just the 6 members of each team for the men and the women, and that is the open race. The open race is there at some of the World Championships. They've actually opened it to the public so that you could run on the same course at the same time, because of the trying to get the venue and the numbers and the economics of making the race work. So this race, the course starts on a track and goes out and runs around and comes back into the track. It's about 1,500 meters is what my impression is. So almost a mile around, and it's got a couple of sharp turns. I've heard that it's not a record friendly course. That it's the way the course flows just doesn't work really well for people who want to run fast and set records. So we'll see.
Right. Well,
but I'm really happy to see all the controversy finally ended up that Stella could run, because that would have been
I think we all
incredibly bad.
Side, big sigh of relief.
Oh my gosh, such needless drama. So.
Yep.
Like you mentioned, Kaylee, like she's no stranger to the ultra world, right? Like,
right, she's done 2 or 3 Badwaters and several 100-milers. So she's a really rising star in the ultra community.
Yeah. So I'm here. I'm not necessarily surprised that she's very.
Yeah, that's awesome for her.
Talk about where she is in the standings. Here she is, right here. Yeah, so she's still running. She's still running well. So she's in. What?
So when you
where was she at? 116th.
Did it give you the division place as well when you clicked on it? Yeah, category 15th.
Is she 15th? Okay.
I believe. I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So she's 116th overall, 15th right there. So if you look at it, actually it shows it's pretty cool. So she showed her move. She's moved up all day long, consistently moving up. So
she's a strong runner.
Yeah. So
and a really nice person. She was a couple of weeks ago. She was at the Neo 24, crewing her coach, who was in the 24-hour race, and he's now, I think, there helping crew her at the Worlds. So very nice young woman.
The same tent?
I'm sorry.
Does the open runners share the same tent as the team members?
I don't know. They may not actually. I do know that several years ago, I want to say in Belfast, which would have been 2016, Lori Diamond was an alternate she was out of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. She was an alternate on the team, so she was not part of the top 6 scoring members, but they let her run, and she did end up scoring in the Open Masters. She won she was on the podium for the Masters division in the open race and won an award. So she's awesome. and she was at Neo 24 last 2 weeks ago and won the women's race with 112, 114 miles. That was a new course record there.
Nice.
Yeah. Micah Morgan, dude. For what year off the top of my head, but man, is an top performer.
Yeah, Micah. Yeah. I'm curious if Cole has pulled out of the race. No, he just logged the lap. So he just logged the lap at 3:11. So So
Okay.
that's good. So we were curious about that. So Cole's still on course. And,
So-
All
and we
right.
saw Pete had just logged a lap. So
All right. Well, I've got to check out here. I'm being
Is there
paged.
any-
So
Oh, you're being paged. Okay, get to work. We'll see you in 5 days. So
yeah, absolutely. I'm planning on being at Patrick Gallagher's gate to gate 25K, 50K, which means the race needs to end at 150 hours here. So,
and if it doesn't,
and if it doesn't, Mike Dobies will finish it out for me as I pack my stuff and.
all right.
See you, Mike.
All right. See ya. Good luck, everybody. I'm
Thanks,
back.
Mike.
All right. Take care, fellas. Thanks for having me.
yeah. Looks like Matt Urinsky's still running strong. He's still hanging well in there at I think he's in 39th overall. That might I think the highest he's climbed was the 36. So he's still holding pretty well there. Looks like he probably picked up a second wind. Janelle. We got Janelle. I've been having a hard time converting Pat from.
It's tough, right? 'Cause they're so used to seeing in mile splits, right?
So
There's that. I want to look.
the one number there, so it says 9:20. So that's, I'm assuming, the lap time.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Not,
One right there.
9:20. Are you saying the 9:20? So this is
Yeah.
Chad Lassiter.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I think
was
that is
thinking.
your
9
that
minutes.
is your lap time.
Yeah.
And Chad, yeah, he's moving up steadily, and that's what I kind of figured Chad was going to do.
Chad
Um,
Rock, he's he'll be moving at the end regardless.
yeah, he's one of those. He's very steady, so you know what you're gonna get out of Chad. So who's the other? Scott Trayer. Scott Trayer. Yeah, you see his lap times are, between 9 and 15. He had a 26-minute lap time in there. At the highest, he was all the way out. He was moving well during the day. He had moved all the way up to 58th, and then he was running consistent laps, and we're hoping he would stay up there.
If I'm looking
He's
at the chart correctly, I don't think he's logged a lap for about 50 minutes now.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right. So, yeah, the last time he rolled through was 2:26 in the morning over there. Yeah, so you're right. And I think he's dropped down on time. And
Yeah.
I know I have been updating this. So,
Hopefully he's moving. Right now he's the third male, right? So definitely keep moving as much as possible.
yeah, so US is in 18th. Yeah, Scott is the next one. Who was right after? I'm trying to think. Who was right after Scott? If it was Don might be the next one in the fourth position. Because who else is? I don't think Cole's a little bit farther down. You got Don, Pete. Yeah, so Don would be the next one, and Don was down a little bit. So Scott has to keep moving.
If they had us over there, we'd be updating the Facebook page like every 10 minutes, every lap. Nobody would question what's going on. We need to let us be part of this.
All right, so I keep watching this, and so we're still we've been fluctuating on the female side between 5K and 6K out of third place.
Are they still in fourth there?
Yeah, they're still in fourth at 540K, and Japan's at 546K. Where are we sitting? their lead female is at 204K, and she's that's where the big difference is. But Janelle, honestly, it looks like Janelle's moving up pretty well. She's only 6K behind Marissa. Honestly, I think let's pull up Janelle. I want to see how she's been moving up steadily. See if it will show. Where's Janelle?
It looks like she's been pretty consistent.
There's Janelle. All right.
A lot in like mid 9 laps.
Yep. She's sitting. The last one was at 10, but besides that, she's been pretty consistent in the 9s. And it looks like according to it, she's 4th on the female side. If that's correct.
Again, different language, right? But I'm assuming that's age group.
Oh, age group, not just male female.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Again, I've taken 0 French classes in my life.
Just cross category. So it's basically what which category they're using. They're dividing it down to.
Because for example, like Marissa, the category 1, it says she's in 2nd, and so I'm assuming that I don't think she's in 2nd for the whole women, right? So
well, if we go, let me see.
I got Marissa's up right here. Yeah, it does say she's in 2nd.
Yeah, because the women. Yeah, no. Sarah Webster is 1st out of Great Britain, Holly Ransom out of Australia, and Miho Nakata out of Japan. That's your top.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. So Pat, I think you're right. I think that is their age group, which I think they should just do male. Male.
Marissa
female
is 9th overall female.
Okay. Actually, I was actually able to. Hang on, I can pull that up.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. And then. Yeah, so
here's the female side.
Yeah. So if you look at, I'm assuming when you click on it, their age is on top. So Marissa's 45, or is that 40 to 40? Yeah, 45. Is Marissa 45 years old?
I don't know. Yeah, it's showing. Marissa's in 9th. Janelle's in 12th. Okay. So the women are.
She's 46.
Yeah, the women are scoring pretty well.
So that's must be the 45 to 49 age group because she's 40 or.
And then we have Stella. Stella's doing really well. So
it's the 45 to 49 age group. She's 46.
Okay.
So if say Marissa can hold that. I know Allie, who's in this race too. She was the lead U.S. female at World 2 years ago, and I want to say she was 10th, the 10th female. Marissa can hold that, slightly improve there.
Yeah, they closed the gap down to 4K.
Nice.
But it could also be how they're scoring coming across the line. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But I mean, in all reality, at a 2nd, they're only 9K at a 2nd. The great thing on the women's side is you got Stella there, but even if one of those 3 has a bad hour or so, you still have Allie. Allie's right there, so she's scoring right with. She has to be a loop on the same loop as Stella or a loop behind. So whereas these other teams, I don't know where their 4th runner sits on there. So in all reality, I think the U.S. team has 4 runners that could potentially be scoring right there. So that's a great advantage right there. Great Britain.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and you know that anything can happen in a race, and so to have 4 going in there that could score pretty easily is really good. Great Britain, man, those women, 208K, 190K, 180K, like they're putting up some mileage there.
They really
same thing. I don't know.
Mileage conversion for Americans.
I've been doing this 208K to miles. 129 miles. And what was the time? We're sitting out there 17 and a half hours. Pat, I haven't figured out how to work this. This is the link you sent me. I haven't figured out how to do anything on it.
So the categories too, just real quick, they start at 35. So, and then SE is anyone below that, which is why like Kaylee Frederick is probably the only 20-year-old out there, but she's still in the category of 35 and under or 34 and under. So
yeah, Jeff, I just stole, that was the link that Mike was referencing. I had myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, what I do like it has the timer on it. So the timer's helping out right here. So it's showing.
You don't have to do any math.
Yeah, if anything, I can look at it. There's 6 hours and 33 minutes left in the race. So I can look at it. Now I got a timer on it. I'm happy with that.
Honestly, everybody's different, but for me, this was always like, if there's going to be a real low point in a 24, it's somewhere between like 16 to 20. And so it's,
yeah, I agree.
all the US guys and gals, they can just keep cranking, right? Because it's at the point where you're absolutely exhausted and finish line not really in sight. So you gotta keep moving, and I know they've got great crew out there too. But for me, traditionally, this like 16, like that gets really tough.
Yep. Yeah, I'll vouch for that.
Yeah. And do you think jet lag's playing a part in it? Or do you think some of them got over early enough? have you had to deal with that?
I think most of them have been there long enough. Just seeing them on Strava and seeing pictures on Facebook, I think a couple days hopefully has been enough to adjust. I think everybody's been over there hopefully enough to acclimate.
Now, have you heard the philosophy that some people will try to change their schedule before they leave?
I think if you can manage that in your daily life, power to you. But
well, especially some of the lucky ones.
Yeah, like I think for like replicating your race setup and everything, right? Like, but how practical it is.
Yeah, I would say like some of them who don't have day jobs, but I think most of them on the team have day jobs. So
here's a interesting stat: the female have 540. The U.S. females have 544K. The males have 538K. So our women are beating our men.
Like I said, I had my butt kicked by a handful of them previously. Like I just again storytell a little bit maybe, but Desert Solstice end of 2024 was just absolutely immense performance. You had Marissa, you had Lauren, who's on the women's team this year, both going well over 150 miles. I want to say Don was the first place male, but he was like, I think there were probably 5 or 6 women in the top 6 or 7, and Don was the only girl in there after Solstice. So it's definitely one of the things I find most fascinating about this. I could probably go beat Chris in a 5K. Like I feel pretty comfortable saying that, right? I'm 36 years old.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a challenge.
Yeah.
Let her go after.
But she kicks my butt in 24s, right? Like historically, and like her PR is a lot better. Like so, I just find it fascinating, like whether it's strategy, mental toughness, what have you, nutrition. So you're pulling up Chad, and I think Chad's a great example of that too, right? Like he was the top performer 2 years ago in Taiwan, age mid-50s, right? So just you don't have to be young, you don't have to be male to run super far, right? Like I think it's a really interesting thing.
Yeah, you look at Chad. Chad, his last 6 laps were all within, I don't know, 19 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
So I feel like Chad's in the zone right now. He's moving well. It'll be fun to see what he does in the next couple hours. So
The Desert Solstice last year was one of the first years when you looked at the track at like 4 in the morning, whatever. There was still a lot of people on there because there's plenty of years. It gets down a lot of people once they hit 100. If they're not going to hit their 24-hour goal, they just stop. And last year was pretty amazing. And then I remember watching Marissa. What was it, 21 or 22? She got the lean real bad, and she stayed out there to still. She knew that all she had to do was keep moving, and she'd win. And that's what she did. But she was sideways for hours and hours, just holding. It was pretty amazing to watch. That's some mental grit right there.
and here's Stella. Stella's same thing. She's in the 9s. She's running really, really consistent. 909, 906, 909. I think that's her sweet spot. So she has like a 907, a 906, 902. So I think she's trying to hold right around that 905 per loop.
Which
I am curious.
Pace is super impressive. Like that's be able to be moving at that rate.
Yeah. So I am curious. I want to see what the lead. So this is what the lead guy. He's in this. He's still running in the 7s, 710, 711, 712.
That's probably just under 8 minutes per mile at this point. That's that's bonkers.
Look how consistent. Like I don't see, occasionally we'll see our guys hit like a 14 and they're stopping to do 8 or something like that. I don't see a fluctuation anywhere in these times, anywhere that would indicate.
That's some Nick Curry pacing right there. That's that's nice.
He moved up all day long. Oh no, and 1. Okay, that's what it was. So 6, yeah. So yeah, he moved up. I don't think he took the lead until the 68th lap, right there.
And then he's
if I was reading that correct. So
I do like how the page shows like every single lap, what place you're in and everything, right? Like I'm a data junkie, so like being able to
that. We are too.
Yeah, once I figured out I can click on their names and see it, and it's same thing.
We'll know everything about everybody by the time this race is done.
And just one other thing, maybe you guys know this, so I apologize if that's you're already aware of this, but if you go like where it says club, like it should be like one of the the third window down. If you just type in USA, you should get a list of like all our folks.
Oh, we probably don't know that.
Okay.
I clicked on it expecting there to be a drop-down menu, and there wasn't. So I didn't know what it was for.
There we go. Thanks, Pat. I just pulled. You're absolutely right. So you got. So we were talking about who our 4th male was. It's Don. Down at so Don clicked off Don still out there clicking off loops, so 7 minutes ago. So if you look, almost Scott's still it's been an hour since Scott clicked off a loop. And then Lauren Jones, same way. I think Lauren's been out for a while. But the rest of the
That's sad. I was
team,
rooting for her.
yeah.
But she's got a lot left in her career. So, I mean, she's just getting started.
Yeah, she had a really good day at Desert Solstice. She was cruising.
How far before? Don's still nine laps behind Scott before he overtakes him. We were talking about Alyssa Allen, and I might have to take back what I said about Alyssa or Allison because she hasn't.
I think she goes by Allie anyway, so that's okay.
Yeah, Allie. What's her maiden? I always knew her as Allie because she ran in Florida a lot, so we always saw her in Florida. Venti, I think it was Allie Venti. So it's been 35 minutes since she clocked off a loop. So Kaylee actually moved up. So can Kaylee not score being in the open?
Right. It would have to be Stella would be the third.
Okay.
Yeah. So to my understanding, kind of based on what with me is like what you want to, if I would have come as an alternate, what it would have worked as. So Kaylee can still score as like individual. She'll have like the place if she had some award, like she would still be eligible for that, right? But she can't contribute to Team USA miles. So
okay,
even if like she caught Stella, like Stella would still be her like US woman, for example.
Okay.
So who are the two male alternates that are there?
So I know. So I was 8.
Yeah, because that's why I'm looking at the website, and your name's number 8.
Yeah,
you're not there.
So, and kind of behind the scenes, basically they say, "Oh, guys, here's kind of all the information. You guys want to go register, like run, partake in all the team activities, right?" Or part of it. So, yeah, myself and Piotr could have gone over and run. But yeah, it's just like I said earlier, it's just kind of confluence of work, family stuff didn't go this year. But yeah, I'm echoing what Mike was saying, right? Like I love that Kaylee. Obviously, it was very fortuitous that Stella was over there and ready to. So, yeah, I'm kind of biding my. Right? I kind of wonder if I'm tempting fate, not going as an alternate, right? This is 2 cycles in a row. I would really like that first experience to be
Yeah, no, that's for sure. And you guys aren't, unless something happened that we don't know about, you guys aren't, you're still footing most of the bill. So
yeah, and my understanding, everybody on the team too is footing most of it. I know Mike helped organize a big fundraiser too. I'm glad to see some there, but yeah, still got to think about the flight to Europe and flight back.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little excited when we saw Nike had given the mountain ultra runners some money. So
yeah, they gave the trail team $108,000.
Oh my
God. So, well, that's why me and Bobby Joe were working with Mike Melton on the fundraiser. So I think we ended up, what did we come up with? $2,700.
Yep, $2,735.
$2,735. So I don't know how they're distributing it out, but it was one of those things. If we could help out, that's what we wanted to do. So
yeah, you'd have somebody not be able to make the trip because of financial reasons, right? So.
Yeah. It's really sad because the money's there. It's just not being put to good use. We know some of, not to hate on the Olympic distance athletes, and we know that, a lot of the, they get the big TV money and everything too, but, those athletes are well taken care of. A small percentage of that could take care of the 24-hour team. to get you guys there. And I'm sure.
But the worst part is like this is a coverage they have over there. Like there should be a live stream over there. Or, we should have someone commentating on this race the way they did the mountain race. So
Shoot,
I don't know if that one.
Desert
So-
Solstice
Yeah.
does have commentary, right?
Yep.
Like have that for a bigger stage.
Yeah, they had it when Scott Trayer ran it. He was the only one on the track 2 years ago, right after the World Championship. They
Here, or 2 years ago, yeah.
So what do you have? What race do you have coming up?
So
You ready? You got anything?
I literally just signed up for a race yesterday. So I'm gonna go. It's a new race this year. It's in Myrtle Beach at the end of January.
Ooh.
Kind of waiting on the course certification, which is in process. But got my eye on that one. Should be good weather. I normally like the track 24s, but it's about a mile and change course. So that'll be fun. Gonna do a little family vacation in the off season in Myrtle Beach too. So it'll be nice little change of the scenery there.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be there? There's
I gotta make it.
150.
I'm trying to make this. Go ahead. I'm trying to make a decision if I want to do another 24-hour. The last 24-hour I did, I was on the track with you at 6 days in the Dome. Was a few years ago.
What's that?
It's,
2 years, a year and a half ago.
yeah. What 2024 maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Year and a half ago, because it wasn't this one.
No. Yeah. I don't know. That was that track's hard.
It's a mind trick for sure, right? Because it's it's nice and cold, and you should be able to run great. It's like I've never had like an A+ day there.
It's a little
You
too
finished
cold.
strong. I remember you finishing strong that day. So you were, you finished it out pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of 150 people signed up for that race. That's a lot.
Oh, the one Pat's talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, that should
Not
be
seeing any other names though, but the East Coast doesn't get the love, so.
Yeah, I definitely got my eye on the Dome again for 26. I know Mike and Bill are getting things set up there, and I know kind of thinking further out in the year, you've got Bad Ox, which assuming still the national. That'll be a 24-hour team auto qualifier. Definitely have my eye on that. And then you obviously have Solstice as well. So definitely a good option.
We go back to the Raven.
So the Raven slated, it's either 2 or 3 weeks after this Myrtle Beach race. So
It's just too close. Okay.
yeah, the Myrtle Beach race is not certified. I'll probably won't do that one as intensely and probably go do the Raven.
Jackpot. Have you done Jackpot?
Not done Jackpot. That's my own.
Gets a little warm there.
Where I'm a little partial to the cold.
The cooler ones. Yeah, that's one I want to get out to at some point. I like the warm weather, but that's why I won't go to the Dome. I don't. It's just freezing.
Yeah, the women are still sitting about 3K out of third place.
They're making up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Australia, we're still staying pretty consistent. Australia's in second. We're still staying pretty consistent, about 9K behind them. But I think the women definitely have a chance easily to move ahead of Japan. Let's look up. I'm going to look up this name right here.
I do like
We do have.
the feel here.
Go ahead.
Kind of if either of you ran cross country growing up, right? But like I love the team scoring aspect of this, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're running for more than yourself versus like in a qualifying race, for example.
Well, and there was some discourse online about that with all the drama, how ultra running isn't supposed to be a team sport or running isn't a team sport. And it's like, well, that's not really true because it is. And there's other individual sports that become, have team aspects. Golf has like the Ryder Cup, and that sort of thing. There's swimming has team aspects when you think of that as an individual sport. So it's, and I know most of us would say that we haven't ever finished an ultra by ourselves, right? We have our teams with us every single time we race. So, and whether it's someone we brought with us or just meeting someone out on the track or the trail that, we share some miles with, it still helps you get to the finish line. So,
oh yeah, as some of the relation you have for suffering, those
right?
are pretty bonds, right? Like,
Yep.
it's pretty special.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing you try to explain to someone who doesn't do it, and there's no way, they just can't get it. They don't.
I'm looking at the Japanese runners that are ahead of us. So this is our second place runner. She's consistent in the tens. This is their third place runner. So she's kind of all over the place. So she had a 24-minute loop, a 9:57 loop, 17:27 loop. Who's her lead runner? Miho. Yeah, I'm not really good at that, and she's still running pretty consistent there.
Yeah,
so there's a chance catching with their second and third runner. We could. I think we'll move.
The second runner was like, looked like she kept getting a little slower, and then she got maybe some work done. Was it that one or the other one?
I think it was the third place runner.
Yeah,
this
she's
runner.
getting a little slower.
Yeah, and she's definitely pushing.
A mile, and then was like, nope, I got to stop for a second.
Yeah. So she was pretty consistent all the way through in the eights, all the way until 4 loops ago. So we do have Russ in the chat. So he does some time races up in the Jacksonville area. So if I do another 48, I think I'm going up to run. Which one does he have up there? Is it Sombrero Sizzler?
That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember one of his races is a 48-hour.
But that was the same weekend as Bootlegger last year.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right. How is AUS? Let's see what AUS is doing. I like that. I can just type their names in and I can look up the runners on the women's side. All right. So this is Australia. Who are the Australia runners? So we got Ransom, White, Cohen.
Look at that. Names you can pronounce. Go Australia.
I know. Oh my God. So you got Jenny White. She's staying pretty consistent. She has some pretty good lap times. Holly's running pretty consistent. And then Cohen is sort of like Cassie.
That's a good looking team.
Yeah, all three of those look like they're pretty good. They're running pretty consistent. I don't see any fluctuation in any of their times on there. So Australians holding pretty well.
Ones too over at Biggs, they'll be putting up some numbers as well. So I guess Australia is the place to churn out ultra runners.
Tell you what, looking at Matt Urbanski here, he's been cranking out some mid to low 8 laps. And I was just doing some quick math, so I could be off here, but quick math, I'm projecting if he can hold the current pace, then he's going to be low 1 in terms of mileage. So he's He's really bounced.
93K to miles. Yeah, what is he at? He's at 119 miles right now.
Yeah, so you figure he's roughly three quarters into the race. So
6 hours to go. Surf. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was reading the chat. Surf was the race that has a 48-hour in it. Yeah, Matt. Actually, Matt's running really, really consistent. Lap 109 was a little bit. He might have taken a little bit of a break, but Matt, yeah, I like that.
hold it.
Let's
He'll
see.
be way up standings. So I think just even scrolling back, he was down recently as 36th place, and now he's to 34th. So
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right. I didn't even notice that he's now on the first page of the score.
Right.
That might be the highest. I don't think he's been up as high as 34. He had 36 earlier. No, that's the highest he's been up.
yeah, I'm Matt's a really talented runner, but I'm surprised a little bit how well he's recovered from the fast start. Usually you don't see people bounce back from starting that quick. But he's got to be feeling really fit.
Yeah, you look at his first couple loops, 639, 637. I wish we knew how to convert that into so he was up in the 20s all the way through lap 23, 24. Yeah, so he had some fasts in the sixes, but I mean, honestly, I think he's holding really well. He's holding really well in the eights. So
Again, at this point in the night, it's mind-boggling to me just to be able to move that well. It's probably roughly a 9-minute mile, just kind of off the cuff. But be say 18 hours in and moving that quick that's quite impressive.
Yeah. All right, so
there's
these guys are
7.
still.
Oh, there was 700 people watching the Backyard Live channel.
Oh, is there?
We gotta get our numbers up.
Still the first.
I just like. I like talking numbers, so I'm like Pat. I like reading the numbers and interpreting them, which is fun. So and just going through what Marissa. She's not consistent, but she's still fairly well.
Yeah.
She's
She'll
at
be out there to the end, no matter what.
Right? Yeah, she will.
I think Janelle's putting up. She has consistent numbers. Her times are consistent, and I like when it's consistent. And then who's the other one? Stella. I don't know. Stella looks, out of all our women, she's running the fastest times right now. Stella is. Let's see what she does.
Another one that qualified at Desert Solstice past year.
Stella did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Had 134.7. Oh no, that was from the 24-hour. Kate, what was I just looking at? That was Desert Solstice. All
right.
I got it wrong. Yeah.
We closed it down to 2K on the female side.
Awesome.
2K. And it looks like Australia put up about 5K on this in the last couple minutes. I mean, it could be also how the runners are coming across. We could have just all ran across, and then the other team is a little bit behind. So, like, we were looking at pictures earlier before you jumped on. It looked like our women were wearing a couple of different jerseys out there. The men looked like they were all pretty consistent in a blue jersey. It looked like the women were wearing a couple of different jerseys out there.
I have to say, just from like personal experience, right? A handful of these races that I've done, like you can kind of have your ideal crew set up, right? You kind of think about races like the Dome or the Raven, where you got your own crew people, plenty of table space. Um, I'm thinking about these runners, right? Like you've got a limited amount of space in these tents per country. Got 13 runners out of that single tent. Like from the runner, not even close to the idea.
Right.
Gotta get through, right? Like, I'm sure it's not.
6:04.
Yeah, that's got to be hard for all of them, especially in something of this caliber where you'd want ideal conditions.
Yeah. I saw something earlier today, and ice was not available,
Yeah, they couldn't even get it from stores.
viable. Yeah, like shoot, and I do like go buy several like giant bikes. Yeah, not a problem, but
Yeah. I don't even know if that's just a regular thing, just like something that their stores regularly don't stock, or if it's
Cultural thing.
well, yeah. But when you think about it, most countries in Europe don't put ice in their drinks like we do, and it's just not a thing. And if it's not detrimental to like summer weather, they don't need it,
Yeah. Yeah.
And we put ice in everything, including our shirts and our sleeves and our.
So I'm looking at all the top. It looks like all the top runners are still. They've all put up lap times. Sometime recently, was it 9:57? I'm trying to look for a gap in time. This guy from Mexico, it's been almost 20 minutes since he's put up a lap. So we'll see how he moves up. He's in 30th. But everyone else looks like they moved pretty well. I mean, they're still moving out on the course. Well, this person hasn't been out there for a while, from Greece.
I've got the bigs on the screen, and they're showing somebody sleeping right now. Someone's getting his little 3-minute nap.
well,
I guess.
Big. Be curious for your guys' opinion on this. So, Meg Eckert, right?
Right.
He qualified through a great race at Desert Solstice for Worlds, but she's obviously a big. If either of you were in her shoes, what do you?
I think she made the right decision. Only for the same reasons she gave, and it's the way Biggs is getting. There's no guarantee she could ever get in there again, and how the numbers these backyard people are putting in. She's pretty confident she can qualify for the team again. So I think looking at her own talent, or looking at your own skills. But I just think, I don't know, I think it would be a lot of fun to be out at Biggs. So there's that too. But yeah, I thought she gave a really good reason.
Looking at her last 3 yards, I wonder if she's trying to get some sleep out there. She's got 15 minutes of rest, 15 minutes of rest. Her three fastest times, 44. Well, they went to the road, so that could have changed.
And that's what Sam Harvey said in an interview, though. He said a lot of people, they kind of do. He tries to keep his sleep at night like he normally would, so he makes sure his laps are fastest on the road so that he can get his sleep. So I think a lot of people might keep that same strategy.
Yeah.
The trail, especially with how technical the trail is out there, you want to take your time, and you don't want to miss something because you twisted your ankle on a route, or so you don't have as much time for sleeping during the day. So that the road's a quick out and back, you know.
Yeah, you look at Jennifer Russo, same thing. She went down to 45-minute laps once they hit the road. So there's a chance that road just the road's easier.
Yeah, and it's the first night too. Some of them might not even get sleep the first night.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So
those are the top two females. If you go by, race time, those are. Well, I missed that.
Well, and Meg's the overall top female. Was Jennifer still second? I don't know if any international runners have overtaken her. But
oh no, there's two females up ahead.
No, I meant overall yards. Meg's the top female. She has more yards than any other female.
Oh, okay.
History.
Oh yeah, the women's record.
Mm-hmm. And Jennifer Russo had it, but I don't know if anybody else got in between. So they're heading out now. So
yeah, the backyard is. I love the concept there too. I've done a couple, but the lack of a defined endpoint for me to stick.
It's a commitment if you've got the talent to put in a couple days. But I know when we talked to Pete, he said he'd never do one. It's the one thing he's like, nope, it's hard though.
That's coming across the country, right?
What was that?
Coming from Pete, who's running across the country, right?
Right, yeah. That's okay.
Which I'm in Cincinnati, same as Harvey Lewis, right? So I've gotten Harvey. Obviously, he's been on the 24 team as well.
Yeah, he's done it all.
Yeah, just kind of hear some of I think he very much enjoys that part. I think he thinks the 24s are too short.
I think so. No, I think he really found his personal niche in the backyard. So, and he comes down and does one of our big 100s every year, or he was. So we kind of adopted him as a Florida runner. So we all root for him down here. So
which race?
The long haul 100.
Okay.
It's our big 100 we have here, trail race, and it's a Western States qualifier. It just brings all of the Florida ultra running community together. Like if you're either running it, crewing it, or volunteering. So it's a really great race. So.
What's the course?
It's a 16-mile loop. It used to be 10-mile loops, but we have a new course because, well, mostly we could get more people. So what did they used to only allow, like 125 or something for long haul?
Yeah, we were kind of living on what we could have at the old venue. But
now it's like 300 people, I think they can let in. But it's Florida, so it's flat. It's mostly grass, wide trails. Like what do you call them? They're not double track. They're like quadruple.
Yeah, I would call them like grassy fire roads, or they're not. I don't think there's any single track. So it's like a grass cross country course without any elevation.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a few roots here and there. A couple sections that have some roots. I think there's a little bit of a gravel section, but yeah, for the most, it's a fast course. A lot of places.
Jeep trail. Russ calls them Jeep trails. So.
Well, yeah, but the new course doesn't have the big, because we had the old course had the actual Jeep trails where you've got the divots in the road and everything, and we didn't really have to deal with that this past year. So, but it's nice.
So
it's in January.
So I updated. The women had moved to third, and then I updated it again, and the women had moved back to fourth. So they're right in it, right there for for third place. So they're going neck and neck with Japan.
Good for them.
Yeah,
Another computer died, so I didn't have it plugged in. No,
Yeah.
Lost Pat.
I was watching the men, but I think the men are just going to keep dropping.
Okay, it's gonna be
They
bedtime.
dropped all the way. They dropped down to 20th.
Should we
So.
should we let Pat off the hook?
Yeah, the men just don't have a third scorer right now. So I think that's what's hurting them. The women are still holding. Yeah, so it has to be every time they finish a loop, they'll jump up ahead, but they all have to be pretty close on loops. There, so 187, 178. So they're staying pretty consistent. I think it has to be how they're finishing a loop as they go around. We'll keep an eye. It'll be fun to watch the women overnight. I think they have the momentum to go past Japan. So we'll see.
Yep,
I'm curious if we'll get copyrighted for playing this video.
I think you're safe.
They have to find us first. We understand we're not quite RFI, but we're working on it.
We're trying. We're hoping Mike puts together a good elite event at 6 Days in the Dome, and we can convince him to let us live stream that elite event up there. So
He'll let us. There's no way he won't say no.
yeah. The problem is I got to go there before I go to Western States or after I go to Tahoe in whatever race I get into. But either one, I'll be flying from or to from Lake Tahoe.
Nice.
I
But
can't tell, just an American rolling through right here. That looked like that could have been Chad right there rolling through. I guess it has to be getting chilly over there because they're all wearing
bundling
beanies. Yeah, they're
I
bundling
have
up.
to rush it. I lost it. My other computer died.
All right, and we're still. Might have been how we crossed over at that point. All right, trying to think what else we can look at.
Yeah, before bedtime, because it's gonna be bedtime for me.
It's probably past mine.
So
Yeah, I
right
don't
now,
know.
the real feel is 49 degrees right there. It's 51, feels like 49. But it is, it's actually, this is the coldest point. It's going to start warming up in the next hour.
And
Slowly, very slowly.
that doesn't feel awful, but when your body is exhausted, that can really be limited.
Yeah. So it looks like Victoria is at the 100-mile mark.
Nice.
So that's an 18-hour 100-miler.
Yeah, and she'll just be
Right.
using this as a training run for a 48 or 6 day.
That's bonkers.
I don't know. I'm kind of tied into this. Let's see. And now I just refreshed, and the women are in third
Oh, look
place.
at that. We're in third.
Caught the lap coming, right?
I got them as the Americans had lapped or had finished a lap. So I think it's still about a 2K gap right there. I think Australia is pulling away a little bit from the USA, but it would be cool if they could start pulling away from Japan. France doesn't look like they're holding well. I think we got a good enough gap on France. in Norway going down. The men's side, we don't have a third scorer right now.
I mean, if you that Scott is right, then Don's gonna eventually catch him, but Don unfortunately is looking at Don, looks like he's walking. So you're gonna be in rough shape when you've got really that are running to the end.
I wonder what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, Don's at 16, 30, 16 minute 35
That's
second
walking
loops.
pace. He's just
Yeah,
walking.
I think he knows he has to score now. I think you can go by and see what was the last time Scott scored a lap, 2:26. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think Scott's sitting. Cole's still moving, but he's right
2 laps behind Don, but Cole looks like he's walking too.
And yeah, is it 16, 20? Yeah, he's 20 minute loops. And Pete.
Well, I think Pete did 76 miles out the last one, so he beat his world record. He's probably just going to get to 100 miles and quit one of those.
We needed you out there, Pat. You're pretty consistent.
You're hungry. You want to be there. And
I mean, you start thinking ahead though, right? There's definitely a piece of me, right? Like, as much as I want all these guys to do well, it's like this starts the qualifying window for the next team, right? So I've got my eye on who's going to put up a number. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the only ones that could qualify out there are probably Chad and Matt at this point. Yeah, I mean, look at Matt. Matt's running well.
I'm just blown away by how well Matt's running. Right, to be transparent, I thought he was gonna fall off a cliff, but to be,
I was thinking the same thing.
Wild. Like, he's up to 33rd now.
And I think I think Chad is coached by Matt.
Yep, they're in the same group, and Jeff, Matt's brother, is part of that too.
Yeah. Chad's either coached by Matt or Jeff. I can't remember which one he said.
I know it's Matt and his wife own the company as a whole.
Okay.
But yeah, Chad's one of their too.
I did the Grand Slam with Chad in 2022, so I got to run four races with him.
He's
fun.
We shared Airbnb at Desert Solstice last year.
Oh, did you? Yeah. He's a great Chad's a great guy. So, yeah. So I still chat with him every once in a while. So.
Yeah, and just said earlier too, right? Like, these are really good people too, right? On top of being crazy fast, like, I could tell stories for every single one of the men I've had some interaction with. It's very positive.
Yeah.
Right? Like, women less so, just kind of based on who I'm competing against, right? But Allie Allen is actually my coach.
Oh, nice.
So, like, she and I have really good connection. I've had good moments with Jenny and Marissa. I love representing Team USA. So that's always a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the team. There's some good folks on there.
Jenny was all business at that 6 days in the dome. Like, I think I chatted with Don. I chatted with you towards the end.
Was that before her run across the country?
I believe so.
Yeah,
but she was just in the zone. I mean,
yeah.
she just rolled through. Like she wasn't talking to anybody. She got in the zone and just ran. Even at the end, man, she was trudging fast. I mean, she was still moving pretty well at the end. Yeah.
She had work to do.
Yep.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's you weren't talking to everybody. You would have done better. I say as like the worst culprit of someone who spends the whole time talking to people on the track. My downfall is I'll meet one of the old timers and they'll want to tell their stories and I'll slow right down just to listen to them talk about the glory days.
I had at the Dome this year. I was going for a fast 100 and eventually called it quits. One of the 10-day folks, I walked a couple laps with her and pretty much got the life there.
That's awesome.
Well,
Yeah, some of them, especially the multi-day people, they've been around for a while.
I want to see what the Japanese runners are doing. Who are their
I know
score?
lead Japanese female. She's the world record holder for 24. So
Is she the Japanese runner?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
wow.
running consistent. She's dropped last 5 loops have all been in the 8s, from 8:34 all the way up to 8:57. So pretty consistent. Their number 2 runner, consistent in the 10s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For the last 7 loops, she's maintained in the 10s. Looks
So her
like she
record
may
is
be
167.996.
Same.
Here's the last one.
Nice.
Eco. Well, I think that's why the U.S. was catching up. She had a 37-minute.
Mhm.
This is the one we were talking about. She's had the every other. So 24-minute, a 9, a 10-minute, a 37-minute, a
Something's wrong.
10-minute.
Stomach problems, maybe.
She's probably definitely fighting something. I don't know who their 4th female would be. I don't know how to tell on this list if they're male or female.
Click. It should let you divide it up as well if you click. So go up again. Right there where it says sex. There you go.
Okay. They're only scoring 4. They only got 4 out there.
Some of the
16.
smaller countries too. They just might not have the people that
Yeah.
qualify or.
Yeah, so their 4th is at 168K. Yeah, so we're, really it's coming down to Allie. She hasn't scored in over, I think, an hour.
Yeah, I think unfortunately.
So it really comes down to if Kaylee can't score and someone falters up on the top 3, you got Jenny Hoffman. Which we know
the female alternates are showing up.
Yeah, so at least we know Jenny's going to run pretty consistent all the way to the end. So she'll hold up pretty well. Let's see what we can refresh.
Jenny's 7 laps behind Stella, so there would be a bit of a drop.
Yeah,
Jenny
with how.
and 2.
Yep. So I think who's one? Oh, we're thinking Janelle's moved up. We think Stella's the one making. Stella's the one moving up fairly well. 99999. Yeah. Stella's the one that's
And she's supposed to be there.
yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, Marissa's still running well, so don't get me wrong. Marissa's still scoring in the nines for.
You know, Stella didn't know she was going to be running 24 hours ago.
Yeah, how many loops is Stella behind Janelle? 5 loops. So I see that gap closing right there. Will she catch? I mean, that's 5, a little over, probably a 10K, 6 miles. So, I guess the math right there. She's 8K behind. So that would be interesting to see Stella pulling up on it, closing in on Janelle. So 8K. We'll have to keep an eye on that gap. But either way, I mean, they're working together as a team. So we just need to keep scoring.
That's another. I think you bring up an interesting point there, right? Because you're again in a team world where in a qualifying race, and say the Dome or the Raven or something else, right? Like there are rules of can't necessarily pace off for too many laps consecutively. I would assume there's no rules like that for a world race, right? So kind of the one hopefully for even if you're a couple laps, they try to latch on to somebody and let them along. So hopefully they're.
Well, it's been a debate because I don't know how these guys are doing it, but I know there's, especially the 48 hour, they've had issues with that because the rules weren't, and it depended on the venue and the different bodies that oversee everything, where they would give them pacing disqualifications. That happened to Rex Stein, but the rules weren't laid out beforehand, and trying to explain to people who set the rules for like a 10K track or Olympic distance record, how 24 hour and multi-days, the rules are gonna, it's gonna be a little different. Things are gonna happen a little differently. So yeah, I don't know how they're doing it here with that's part of, well, I know like the GOMU and IAU, I know they're trying to all work together to get a consistent ruling for every venue and every, sanctioned race.
I'm watching some of these people look like they're sleepwalking out there.
Well, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
Yeah.
You got to think too. You got to imagine. I mean, some of these people may be their only chance to get in this race, and they might come in not feeling great, maybe not the best trained, but they're not going to say no. Alexander Sorkin was supposed to be there. He did back out because he had went through some stuff and some injuries, and so he wasn't at his best. He said, which would be 200 miles in 24 hours. So,
Wow, insane.
Yeah, he probably still could have gone in there sick and injured and beat 90% of the crowd. I mean, no offense to anybody, but he's superhuman.
So here's an interesting stat. So on the USA, all 3 of our runners are ahead of their second place runner. The only thing that's keeping Japan ahead of us currently is their lead runner at 214K. So with the women running pretty consistent, I think they're, I'm hoping they'll, because every time I refresh, Japan's ahead, USA, so it's going back and forth pretty consistently. But it would be nice when the USA starts putting that little spread on them. So
Hopefully,
I don't know if I don't think the USA teams. I don't think they
haven't posted anything.
They haven't posted anything. I don't even know who's posting from the team right now.
Yeah.
Normally it's Tracy, right? And I think
he's at Biggs.
Yeah,
he's at Biggs.
And we had and communicating with Tracy isn't that easy.
Been there.
Okay, so you know.
So we got. And speaking of bigs, there's still everyone's in except for one. So Ron Wireman is the only one that's out of the race right now.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if anything happens, if this rain cell comes in, how hard it's going to be. They were working really hard to, hunker down, tie the tents down, put anything away that's going to fly. So they're expecting something heavy.
And you think, hopefully there's no damage, right? But you think about all that trail is going to
The trail, yeah.
That's gonna be sloppy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we all know with water, once your feet get wet, then you start getting a better chance of getting blisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have so much time to get their feet treated, change their shoes.
All right, we're down to 5.5 hours. They're still dead even. You think,
isn't it? But I mean, we've done it so many times watching.
So it looks like France. I mean, if we look at the male side, France has a commanding lead over Poland. I mean, Poland's right there though. So these guys are all pretty much over the 200K distance. That's 120 something miles. So they're doing really well. And actually, I mean, Great Britain's scoring well on both sides, the male and female side. Who do we say was leading the female side? Yeah, so on the female side, Great Britain's running really well in the 24-hour. Male and female side. How was the Australian men? Australian men weren't doing so good, all the way down to 23rd. And we're bumped back to 20th. I don't think I've refreshed it. We may be worse than that. Nope, we're still 20th. So we'll hang on to that for a little bit.
Yes, the guy from France who's leading, Gabriel, he's 2 years ago he hit 161.5 there, in Taipei.
All right. Well, it's good talking to you guys. My phone's about to die and it's past bedtime, but
it is past our bedtime.
Yeah, I'm about ready to go. I'll probably keep track of it for a little bit longer. But Pat, thanks for jumping on, man. It was great. I love running numbers with you.
That's all day, man.
Good deal. Well, I got your number now, so if we do another 24-hour and you're not running it, I'll be giving you a call.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, have a good night.
All right, thanks, Pat.
See ya.
Oh man.
All right. Yeah, we only got 2 people on. It might be
me and you.
I'm one of them. So. All right. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed chatting numbers and stuff like that. So we always, when it's talking about, it gives me something to do, gives me something to chat with, and just as I look at things. So the big thing is, following the women, will they hang on? Right now they're in 3rd, I think, but basically tied with Japan. So and we got 5 hours, 31 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes the rest of the night.
Let's go, ladies.
So, yep. So I think I'll pull it up on my computer and I will watch it. I don't know. I need to go to bed, but I want to keep track of it. So
I gotta try to put in another long run tomorrow. See how that works out. I gotta cram, but I gotta cram for that 250. So
what's the 250?
My 250. I forgot we're still live. Shh.
Oh. No, like you got a 48 coming up.
All you guys watching. Shh.
I'll do it. So,
I'm not worried
All
about
right,
that. I'm not going into the 48 with anything because, I mean, one, look at the competition. Yeah, 48's just, I mean, I'll get a buckle. If I can't get 100 miles in 48 hours, something's really wrong. So.
that's what my thought was, is if I do the 24-hour, I can get another 100 in for this year. I mean, I got it. It's still got to go sub 2400, but I can get another 100 in for the year.
You have a really good chance of doing that, so you can do it.
Yeah. Matt has moved up to 32nd. So, well, we'll see how on the men's side, pulling for Matt and pulling for Chad. I mean, pulling for the rest of the team, but these guys still will have a chance of qualifying for the next cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. So, all right, we are going to log off. Hang on, because I want to hear what your 250 is. All right, thanks, guys. We did 2 hours. Yep, 2 hours. There we go. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.